My name's Phil Whitehouse. I'm a Programme Director at the team. We're a design agency that specialises in communications, and part of my role is establishing and maintaining the knowledge management framework. Knowledge management is really important because it's about making the most of your most precious resource, your people, and the experience and expertise that they're brought into the business. We use quite a wide variety of knowledge management tools, both online and offline. In terms of online, we use an online CRM system, which helps us track the relationship with our customers. We use an internal messaging system as well, which tells each other what kind of new work we're putting together. We also have developed our own tool called a People Finder, which helps us find the right person to do a particular job. We use a variety of offline tools as well, so predominantly meetings. And it's about trying to make sure that we have the right meetings, not too many, not too few, and that those meetings include the right people, and that they also have a proper agenda so people know what to prepare for the meeting, what to bring, and what they can expect to get out of it. To try and figure out how best to put together a knowledge management framework, I think the most important thing by far is to make sure that it's effectively tied into business goals. It's very tempting to think of knowledge management in terms of a series of tools, whether it's a wiki or a blog or some other tool. But really, if you force that kind of stuff onto your employees, there's a good chance that it won't be used, or at least it won't be used in the way that you really need it to be used. There are some other factors as well, such as budget, available time, not just my time, but in terms of the people that I'm looking to share their knowledge, as well as things like what tools are people already using, and is there a predisposition to using new tools. So knowledge management plays a very important part in our market research process as well. Everybody that joins the team is encouraged to stay up to date in terms of learning about their craft after they've joined, and also encouraged then to share that information internally. So from my perspective, I help manage the digital team. I'm frequently coming across information that might be of use to other people in the organisation, digital and non-digital. So I produce a weekly tech digest, just an email saying these are the things that I found over the week that I think you might find interesting. And by doing that, of course, it also demonstrates to other people the kind of information that we might like to receive in return. We also have an initiative here at the team called the Creative Council, which is led by one of our creative directors. And he will bring people into a space where he will try and encourage everybody to think about a particular challenge. So for instance, kick-off meetings are a very, very important part of our creative process. And rather than thinking about that as the domain of, say, a project manager or an account manager, our creative people are encouraged to think about how they might actually make that process work better for themselves. Sourcing information from our clients is really about building relationships. And this isn't so much a knowledge management issue, it's more of just a good business issue. We've built a culture of sharing knowledge predominantly by leading by example. We try and make sure that all of the senior people in particular are contributing to the various knowledge management platforms that we have. In terms of the trickle-down effect, in terms of less senior people getting involved, there's this notion of self-selection. What happens is when you introduce these knowledge management frameworks into a company, some people will self-select. They'll say, yes, I'm definitely interested, and those are the people that you really want to get behind and encourage. And actually there are rewards there. You know, when it comes to your personal development plan, you do get credibility for sharing information in that way. The main hurdle in terms of establishing knowledge management framework at the team has been time. Not just my time, but the time of the people who we're trying to get to contribute to the knowledge management framework. And we've all got other jobs that we need to do, primary tasks that we should be focusing on. So trying to make sure that whatever we produce in terms of a framework naturally complements that workflow has been of the utmost importance. The number one piece of advice I'd give to a friend who's trying to establish a knowledge management framework is don't try and boil the ocean. It's very tempting to try and apply lots and lots of tools at once to make assumptions about how they're going to be used. But actually, if you try and introduce them gradually, there's a far greater chance that they'll be adopted, that people won't feel inundated with too many new things to do. So introduce things gradually, look for the quick wins, and yes, don't try and do it all at once.